Not very much visibility today. But it's okay. See how the place is coming along. This is a new table here. This table right here is new. I got rid of the other one and then combined it, whatever, for that. That thing is going to be used for something. I'm not sure what. And I'm starting to cover up some of this stuff. I took all of in that bottom shelf, those were all glass things which I stored away and use it for that to get that stuff out of my space, because I'm not going to be doing glass for a while. And then this is glass, so I covered that up and covered that up to get that out of my sight. And then this thing right here, this door, what a beautiful, possibly very, well, it's beautiful now. This door may end up having a sheet of plywood attached to it and using it as a tabletop for outdoor work. But right now it's standing right there and I like it right there. So it's amazing. I don't think my studio has ever been this tidy and cleaned up. These are aluminum sculptures, solid aluminum. And there's my kiln. I went to the New Mexico Arts and Crafts Fair yesterday and became very inspired there by this one particular person that's making ceramic work. It was real interesting because I was talking to this guy, and it's really interesting because his mother, him and his mother are partners, and his mother's been doing pottery for years and years and years, and so he's been doing pottery since he's like 7 years old. And the work that him and his mom make is very beautiful work. And he was talking about how people go to shows, from what I got out of it, and maybe they have a good show and they think they're all going to be good, and then people are going to buy their stuff and their stuff really isn't that good, and then they have bad experiences. But and he was talking about some of the people that were there at the show, that they weren't doing very well and this and that, but he was doing fine. You know, he said that it was about halfway through the second day of the show, and he said that it already brought in $3,000, which is, you know, I guess very good. So I'm real happy with the way that things are turning out. Now this piece right here is a chest of drawers that I brought back from Los Angeles. And so it's just the original coloration. I don't know what the original coloration was, but the last iteration was this whitish color. And you can see it's all broken up, and this is really an aged piece. So I went back into it and I put on these real thin washes, basically, and then wiped it off and then added different things and wiped that off and continued that process until I got that. Now, I'm satisfied with it. It's not like I'm not trying to make it look as though, well, it doesn't matter about that, but it turned out good. I like the way it turned out. It's a beautiful sculpture that my friend Ruben Gonzalez made back in 1967. I bought that from him and made payments on it till I could get it paid off. So here we are back in the living area. So I just wanted to do a video because it's so nice to have a studio that's at least, you know, not a disaster area. And you can tell a lot, I suppose, about a person who lives in an area that's a disaster area. Now that Aladdin-looking guy with the Aladdin lamp, that was down on the bottom, and it was horizontal. It was basically just taking up space. And a buddy of mine did that painting. It was a practice painting. He was throwing away a bunch of his stuff when I got over there one day, and I rescued that because it's a beautiful piece. And so I rearranged that whole area and added that greenish thing on the bottom to balance it out and cover up everything. And so it turned out real good. So I'm real happy about it. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm running out of excuses as to what to do, for the very simple reason that I've cleaned and cleaned and cleaned, which is good. It's a good thing. Get everything cleaned up and put away and feeling good about that. So I've run out of excuses as to why I'm not doing something. So I've basically painted myself into a corner by making my space so organized. So that's a good problem to have, because I wasn't doing anything before, and now I've got a nice, clean, organized space, organized and clean for my definitions. And it's time to get something done. I just don't know what it's going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to have something to do with that kiln over there, but I'm not sure. The whole day through. So we shall see what's going to happen. This is where I'm adding this. My hair, my face is a little red right there and a little red here, and that's because I've been putting on this medication that I got from the doctor that is for, he saw some things on my face that come from sun exposure that potentially could turn into cancer. So he gave me this stuff, very expensive stuff, so I put it on twice a day. And it's obviously doing something. It's just making my skin red. So that's a good thing. And look at this. Look at this. This thing is out of place. Why is this thing not in its place? This goes under there. my new broom. I got away from the old style broom and got this new style broom, which has probably been around since who knows when, but I've always used the broom that I was accustomed to seeing, and now I got that broom. That's an awesome broom. I'm learning about cleaning techniques, dishwashing techniques, and starting to make my own food in my crock pot. Only thing I made in there is beans so far, but I think I'm going to make some chicken noodle soup or something like that, because I get a can of chicken noodle soup, it's like $1.50, when I can probably make a bucket of chicken noodle soup for $2, you know, whatever. Food's getting expensive though. So that's another issue as a person on a fixed income. I used to hear those people say, oh, I'm on a fixed income. Well, now I know what that means. Now I know what that means. So anyway, that's what's happening. So I just wanted to do that, you know, to kind of, my mom made that thing with my name on it. You know, she bought the cup, I think my daughter took her and the kids to one of those, you know, places where you buy a unfired pot, an unfired piece of ceramic, probably bisque fired, and then paint it and then refire it. So that's what that is. My little crock pot. So look how beautiful that wood is. This right here, this is why I recycle. This piece of wood right here that you're looking at, that greenish piece of wood, fits perfectly on top of my microwave. And then these pieces, which is the same style of wood, you know, it came from the same thing, something that I've recycled, fits perfect on top of that. And then I did some more painting on that to kind of blend it together, and it turned out great. I'm real happy with it. So that's what I'm doing over here, and I just wanted to make a video just so people can look at it and say, wow, Rodney, you're doing something good there. And I think a lot of it has to do with this medication I'm taking. You know, this Adderall. It's really helping me out a lot, making me feel a lot better, making me feel a lot better. So I'll see you later. I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.